For better or worse, these episodes made their shows infamous forevermore. I'm Ashley with Watch Mojo, and these are the top 10 most controversial episodes of anime. For this list, we'll be looking at the episodes from hit anime that caused public outcry from both fans and critics alike. Whether or not the series deserved such ire is up in the air, just as long as there was a de facto negative response from certain parties. Then it counts. If you're looking for more controversial anime content, why don't you head over to Mojo TV, the new TV and mobile app where we've been adding all your Watch Mojo favorites that we can't show on YouTube. Find a link in the description below or find it on your favorite app store. As always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which anime list you want to see next. Number 10, Punishment and Confession, Darling in the Franxx. If you want to see a character's popularity and likability plummet in the blink of an eye, then you need look no further than the time that Ichigo forcibly kissed Hiro and confessed her love to him, just as he was about to chase after Zero too. Let's just say some people did not react very favorably to this act, and would use the hashtag Bichigo on Twitter to show their frustration. In fact, some people would take it to an even more extreme degree, sending death threats to the series producer, Yuichi Fukushima. All this for a show that has since been mostly forgotten. Number 9, Taboo Index, Sword Art Online Alicization. Just when you were out of the woods, just when the visual splendor of the series was about to make us forget about Alfheim Online, this happens. Much like what happened with Oberon, the show pulled something of a faux pas by using this scene as a throwaway plot point to demonstrate that the bad guys are bad and they do bad things. The scene would be censored for international streaming, and even more so for the American TV broadcast on Adult Swim. Author Reiki Kawahara would later state that he has since moved on from this sort of plot device and won't be using it again in his future works. Number 8, gender swap sex means less suck you girl choices, and it kinda hurts, but you learn just what girls feel, so you should give it a try. Interspecies reviewers. It's the straw that broke the camel's back. The fate of this absurdly ecchi yet hilarious series is somewhat tragic, especially given the anime streaming industry's lofty standards on what is considered too much. Yes, we're watching our pervy trio go through a gender bend process to understand how ladies feel when they get laid. And yes, we did see some rather intimate details. But for so many companies to suddenly stop broadcasting, come on guys, monster girls need love too. Number 7, School Days. School Days. Here we go again. We don't deny we got some major morbid delight from watching Makoto get stabbed by one of his many lovers after she discovered that he had cheated on her with one of the other poor saps that agreed to mount his extracurriculum. Too bad that on the day this abysmal series was about to end, an actual murder took place with some shockingly similar circumstances surrounding it. What to do in the face of such a moral conundrum? Delay the episode and post replacement footage of a nice boat to avoid any controversy. Yep, you can see how that worked out great. Number 6, Love is a Maiden's Power, The 7 Deadly Sins. This one hurts. This one really hurts.
口には気をつけろ。俺はすこぶる機嫌が悪い。
私はすこぶる上機嫌です。
We were so ready to forgive the dumpster fire aspects of this latest series, including a shocking start to the 3rd season with weird censorship of blood, just as long as they gave us this monumental fight between two sins the respect it deserved in adaptation. Well, they didn't. Instead, they dishonored the lion's sin of pride by reducing the reveal of the One into a meh moment, while the physicality of the fight was totally ruined due to the animation being of such poor quality. Escanor truly deserves so much better than this. Number 5, Butterfly entangled in a spider's web. Overlord. In hindsight, Bone Daddy Ainz fully embracing his role as the big bad of this fantasy world isn't all that surprising.
ようやくエントリー開始か。アルベドよ、一人として無事に返すね。
もちろんでございます。
I mean, we've seen him viciously kill off his opponents before and use the NPCs of the world as his tools on numerous occasions. Apparently, some fans weren't so convinced, and were outraged to discover their precious skeleton was now full-on chaotic neutral, willing to lead innocents to their deaths for his grand amusement.
ありゃ、まずいな、死ぬすよ。
That, or they just couldn't handle the scene with the carnivorous cockroaches. Number 4, The Shield Hero, The Rising of the Shield Hero. Such a shame that many chose not to give this masterful isekai the time it deserved because they weren't too keen on the opening episode.
盾の勇者様がお酒に酔った勢いで突然部屋に入ってきて私を押し倒して。
While the subject of false rape accusations and slavery are indeed brought up, many are in agreement that the way the series handled such subjects was both mature and narratively vital, since the slander thrown against Naofumi sends him spiraling to the very bottom, making his eventual rise into the true hero all the more spectacular.
マイ、なんでお前そんなこと。俺たち仲間じゃ。
Not that the protesters would get to see it, since some maintained their displeasure to the very end.
こうして俺は信頼と金、名誉、勇者としての尊厳、すべてを失った。
Number 3, Electric Soldier Porygon, Pokemon.
初めてバーチャル世界に乗り込んで知っていった諸君の偉大な業績が科学史に残るよう努力すること。
なこと約束されてもな。
The Pocket Monsters are no stranger to controversy. However, out of all their unfortunate exploits, nothing can really top the time they set a new Guinness World Record for the most amount of epileptic fits caused at once.
それはこの天才秋葉原博士が作り出した CG ポケモンポリゴンの初号機だ。
CG ポケモンポリゴン
A scene featured in this cyberspace-based episode saw Pikachu cause an explosion with a strobe effect, which resulted in many children and adults all over Japan having epileptic seizures, among other ill effects. The show would be taken off air for 4 months and would change Japanese animation practices. Ironic that such a forgettable episode would have its name cemented into the public mainstream because of such a terrible mistake.
もっと安全なシステムをまた作ってよ。だねだね、ピカチュウ。
Number 2, The Fate of Particular Adventurers, Goblin Slayer. Oh boy, this one was something, wasn't it?
一度戻って準備をした方が。は？ここまで来て何？
Granted, if audiences had known what they were in for, and a convenient mature tag had been put in place, then maybe there wouldn't have been such a huge backlash against this Dark Fantasy's opening episode. Say what you will about the overall quality of the series, the sudden and brutal death of a group of adventurers at the hand of an evil bunch of little green mutants certainly got people talking. That and the tactless implications of sexual assault against its female characters. You could see the rage train coming from a mile away.
あなたは
ゴブリンスレイヤー
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Beast That Shouted I at the Heart of the World. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Congratulations, Evangelion, you did it. You managed to enrage your fanbase to such an extent that you succeeded in earning yourself that rarest distinction that only a select few series gain when their watchers become obscenely irate: death threats.
あんたなんか嫌い嫌い大嫌いお前なんか大嫌いよ
Yeah, the folks over in Japan lost the plot a bit when they discovered the end of the show was just Shinji caught between a mental breakdown and a philosophical reflection, complete with major budget cuts.
僕はここにいたい僕はここにいてもいいんだ
It's not exactly what we hoped for, but it is memorable in its own kind of way. We just wish others had seen it that way. This unpopular ending would later be rectified with the release of End of Evangelion.
おめでとう。
おめでとうありがとう
So which of these episodes shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Maybe follow this guy on Twitter at AshJBo, check out this other video, and subscribe to Watch Mojo.